Introduction to biology. So, what is biology? The word biology has been derived from two words, bios and logos. Bios means life and logos means to study. So, simply we can say that the study of life is known as biology. What are the branches of biology? So, first of all is anatomy. Anatomy can be defined as the study of internal structures of living organisms. Morphology. Morphology can be defined as the study of form and structure of organisms. Physiology. From the name, it is clear that the study of function and processes of living organisms is known as physiology. Taxonomy. Taxonomy is the classification and naming of organisms. Next is ecology. Ecology is the study of relationships between organisms and their environment. Next is genetics. Study of heredity and variation in organisms. Variation means changes. Embryology. Embryology is the study of development of embryos. Histology. Study of microscopic structure of tissues is known as histology. Next is microbiology. Micro means smaller structures and biology means life. So the study of microorganisms including bacteria, viruses, fungi, protozoa. These organisms can't be seen through naked eye. Next is immunology, study of immune system and defense mechanism, basically the white blood cells. Next is biochemistry, study of chemical processes and substances in living organisms such as respiration. Molecular biology, study of biological activities at the molecular level. Biophysics, application of physics principles to biological systems. Paleontology, paleontology is the study of fossils and ancient life forms. Next is evolutionary biology, study of the origin and changes in the diversity of life over time. Ethology, ethology is the study of animal behavior. Next is parasitology. Parasitology is the study of parasites and their interaction with host. Virology, study of viruses and viral diseases. Bacteriology, study of bacteria. Mycology, study of fungi. Protozoology, study of protozoa. Pharmacology, study of drugs and their effect on the living organisms is known as pharmacology. Pathology, study of diseases and the changes they cause in organisms. So next are some important terms such as drug therapy, the treatment of diseases using specific medication. For example, treating bacterial infection with antibiotics like penicillin. Vaccination, the process of administering a vaccine to stimulate the immune system to develop immunity to a specific disease. For example, receiving the measles, mumps, rubella (MMR) vaccine to prevent these infections. Next is pasteurization, a process of heating food and liquid to a specific temperature to kill harmful bacteria without compromising the nutritional value. For example, milk is commonly pasteurized to eliminate pathogens like Escherichia coli and Salmonella. Cloning, creating a identical copy of an organism or cell. For example, the famous sheep Dolly was the first mammal cloned from an adult somatic cell. So what is somatic cell? These are any cells in the body that are not involved in reproduction, means they are not germline. They make up the majority of an organism's tissues and organs such as skin, liver, and the blood cells. Somatic cells divide by mitosis. So this is important. Somatic cells divide by mitosis, ensuring that each new cell has the same number of chromosomes as the parent cell. For example, if the parent cell has 46 chromosomes, then they would also have 46 chromosomes. For example, a skin cell is a type of somatic cell. So this is clear. Next is germline cell. These are specialized cells that give rise to gametes, sperms and eggs, and are involved in reproduction. Germline cells undergo meiosis, whereas somatic cells undergo mitosis. Meiosis, a process of cell division that reproduces the number of chromosomes by half, resulting in genetically diverse gametes. So it is clear. For example, sperm cells in males and egg cells in females originate from the germline cells. Next is transgenic plants. Plants that have been genetically modified to contain DNA from another species. Means the genetically modified plants are known as transgenic plants. For example, Bt cotton contains genes from Bacillus thuringiensis bacterium, making it resistant to certain insect pests. So now there are some multiple choice questions here. Which of the following is an example of drug therapy? So the options are administering antibiotics to treat a bacterial infection, heating milk to kill harmful bacteria, creating genetically identical copies of organisms, and introducing genes from another species into plants. So here the suitable option and the best option is alpha. Administering antibiotics to treat a bacterial infection, heating milk to kill harmful bacteria is pasteurization, creating genetically identical copies of organism, this is cloning, and introducing genes from another species into plants is transgenic plants. Transgenic plants, here you got it. Next is, what is the purpose of vaccination? To cure diseases, to stimulate the immune system to develop immunity, to create identical organism, to eliminate all virus. So you know well, the purpose of vaccine is to stimulate the immune system to develop immunity. Which process involve heating food and liquid to eliminate harmful bacteria? So it is clear from the definition, this is pasteurization. What type of cell is responsible for passing genetic information to the next generation? So somatic cell, no. Germline cell, yes. Germline cells are responsible for passing genetic information to the next generation. The next is, which cells make up the majority of an organism's tissue and organs? Definitely these are somatic cells. Which processes involve introducing genes from another species into plants? So genetic engineering is a process that involves introducing genes from another species into plants. Next is, what type of cells divide by mitosis? So definitely by mitosis, the cells that divides are somatic cells, where germline cells divide by meiosis and have half a number of chromosomes. So I think you got it. So thank you so much for your presence. Allah Hafiz.